Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and happy Easter. Thank you for coming back to my channel if you've been here before, but if this is your first time, thank you for clicking on this video, and I hope that you subscribe if you like me or if you like my content. So this morning, I literally just woke up and brushed my teeth and came out here to make this video because of an experience that I had last night. And I'm sitting by the ocean, so that's where the whooshing and swishing is coming from. I apologize for that if it bothers you. But like I said, I had an experience last night that is prompted me to make this video. So last night I laid down to sleep, and like I put my phone away, I turned off the TV, turned off the lights, everything. But like I couldn't sleep because I was being interfered, like I was experiencing interference back to back. Like it's either one thing is I'm hearing voices or I'm seeing things I shouldn't be seeing. And I say I shouldn't be seeing because I do not have those kind of experiences like random. Okay. It was like I was dreaming, but I wasn't able to sleep yet. Now, I have negative dreams sometimes, but my dreams are mostly revelational or predictive. So it's either I'm being shown something that is about to happen, or I'm being something that happened before, like I'm getting revelation as to why it happened. So that's usually how my dreams go. But this particular night, it wasn't a dream because I hadn't slept. Like I really wanted to sleep. I was feeling sleepy before I lay down to sleep, but then I just couldn't sleep. And it took me a while, about almost an hour, to realize that okay, something is wrong, and it has nothing to do with me, because I have experienced this before, some time ago, some years ago, when I shared a bed with someone who used to be my friend. Okay, and I had this very negative dream. And when I woke up, she was also awake and she was restless. And I asked her, I'm like, did you just have a bad dream? She said, yeah, that she hasn't been able to sleep. Then very, I wasn't, not, well, not even very, I wasn't spiritually aware at all, like to a large extent. So I kind of like blamed her for my bad dream because I'm like, the way I saw her when I woke up, I'm like, are you sure this girl is not trying to manipulate me spiritually, like or do something funny with me spiritually? So I thought it was her, but I mean, she's my friend. How would I just make that kind of conclusion? So I still went and spoke to my pastor about it. I told him, like, see the situation that happened, like, see the dream I had, and I woke up, see what happened. And he made me understand that it's not necessarily her. Like, she might not even be aware of what's going on, and she's having the same experience. So I had that dream, like I had that experience because she was having it. So if she wasn't in my space, I probably wouldn't have had that experience. So it's like she was the channel through which that experience came to me. And it kind of made sense because this is a person who is not spiritually sound at all. Like she doesn't have any interest in spiritual things. Like she doesn't pray, she doesn't read her Bible, she hardly goes to church. So when he said that, it kind of made sense, and I realized that okay, so people are not necessarily evil, but they can be a channel through which evil can come to you or can happen to you, or like through which you can experience evil, you know. So that was when I learned that. So when I had this experience last night, which I'm not calling a dream because, like I said, I couldn't sleep, I hadn't slept. I was being like, I'll say I was being molested spiritually, not sexually, just when somebody is trying to bully you, you know, like I don't know if you've ever had a bully or you know how bullies operate. Like they just want to make you uncomfortable. If you're trying to sleep, they don't want you to sleep. You're trying to eat, they want to take your food. Even if you don't want to eat it, they want to throw it away or something. That's the kind of experience I had last night, and I realized that no, ordinarily I would not experience something like this. That's not the kind of thing that somebody like me experiences. I'm not saying I'm too good for it. In fact, I am. I am too good for that because I do what I'm supposed to do as a spiritual being, to not be molested by little rascally demons when I'm trying to sleep. So it was annoying. I had to wake up and pray, and I couldn't really pray. Like I couldn't really express myself because I'm on vacation with my sisters, and I don't. I'm sharing a room with them. We're all tired, trying to sleep. They were already sleeping, so I'm like, where do I start saying this prayer from? Like I cannot be audible. Like I was so upset. If I was going to be audible, I would have woken them up. Like so, I had to whisper my prayers, which was kind of adding to my frustration. It was just a miserable experience altogether. But regardless, after praying for what seemed like 15, 20 minutes, I was actually able to sleep, and I only woke up earlier this morning to use the bathroom, and then I woke up again and I'm here. So the point of all this talk that I've been talking is you have to carry out spiritual checkups. Okay, I know we go to the hospital or to the labs and we have our medical checkup, or we just run tests to make sure we're okay, health wise. But we don't check ourselves spiritually. Maybe some people do, I don't know. But I feel like a lot of people do not. So, and then it makes me feel like that's why somebody like me can have such an experience, because of someone who is around me who's probably not spiritually aware or sound enough to check themselves and know when they are being a channel of evil to other people. So how can you be a channel for evil or for like negative experiences to other people? One way is that you might have been leaving doors, windows, peoples, whatever, open in your life for these evil spirits, evil forces to penetrate. And it might not even be through any direct action of yours. It might be through the people that you associate with, the people that you benefit from financially and otherwise, the people that you exchange energy with on a regular basis, the people that you sleep with, people that you have sexual relations with. There are so many ways for you to leave doors, windows, slats, peepholes open for these evil spirits to kind of use you, you know, to offset other people's path or other people's lives. And this is why it's important to carry out spiritual checkups. I cannot tell you how to carry out a spiritual checkup. Not that I cannot tell you, I will not tell you, because I'm here to bring awareness to these things, whoever watches my videos, my content. But I need you to take the responsibility to do some work for yourself. So that way you know that you're actually serious about your life. You don't have to prove anything to me or any other person. It's just for you. So I'm bringing it to your awareness to let you know that something like this, or things like this happen, but you have to take the initiative and consciously find a way, to carry out these practices. That way it makes sense. It's like my pastor used to say, do not borrow somebody your book. If you own a book and somebody wants to read it, you should recommend it for them to go and buy it, or you can buy it and gift it to them. But if you borrow somebody a book, they probably not read it. So that's the logic that I'm applying here. If I tell you everything, you probably not do it, or you probably not take it seriously. So if you feel like it's an important thing for you to do, I know that you go and look for how to carry out a spiritual checkup for yourself. So I'm just telling you that this is something that can happen, and this, like, you can carry out a spiritual checkup and do the needful. If you need to pray, if you need to put yourself through fasting, if you need to get delivered, whatever, you can speak to a spiritual leader in your church or something, or if you have a parent who is spiritually sound, you can talk to them about it. Whatever, just find a way to check yourself, okay? And as I was saying, most of us, we open these doors, we allow ourselves to be channels for these evil things because of the people that we associate with. So if you are benefiting from somebody financially, and that person, like, if they get their means, or if their source is from the negative supernatural, that is like, and you're benefiting from them, that is it. there's a channel that you are opening, or that is open between you and whatever spirits that they are involved with, whatever spirits are backing them up. So some time ago, there's this relative of mine. At the time, I didn't know, I had no idea. But this man, apparently, he's not, he goes to church and all, but he's not completely in church, okay? You know, those people that have one leg in the church, one leg in wherever else that he goes to. I had no idea. And so he used to help around the house, like help us like around the house. He used to help us with like money, you know, help us pay bills and stuff like that. Give us money for school fee, you know. And the first time I crashed my car, he fixed it, like he paid to have it fixed. And because we go to church, like we go to the same church, I really did not feel like suspect him or anything. Until a couple years go by, and I have a dream one day, and it was him, like in the dream, and it was a very negative dream. I don't care to recount it, but that dream was revelational. It made me understand or realize who I was actually dealing with. I saw him in a different form in that dream, and I realized that, oh, this man, his hands are not clean. Okay, he might go to church, but I mean, a lot of people go to church just for going to church, you know, maybe for aesthetics or for whatever. It doesn't mean their hearts is there. It doesn't mean that they're truly committed. It doesn't mean that they are, you know, they're there for the right reasons. Some people just do it as like tradition. On Sundays we go to church, and that's why they go to church. Within the week they do whatever else they want to do, but on Sunday they go to church. So if you're associating with people like that, you might just be opening doors and windows and peepholes through which the spirits can use you to manipulate other people. And I don't know if I should say that I'm happy that I've experienced this before, because otherwise I don't think I would have figured out what was actually going on last night. So yeah, so maybe that was a good thing. You know, God always puts us in situations and allow us to experience things that would be for our greater good. So yeah, I'm starting to appreciate that experience, even though I hated it. But here we are. So anyway, I don't know if this video makes sense to you, but if it does, please find a way to check yourself spiritually. You know, evaluate your associations, your relationships. Make sure that you're not leaving any door open to be a channel of evil to other people. Because you might be well-meaning, but your presence might just seem to offset things for people and spoil things for them. I've had friends where I know that they don't practice evil, like they're not into witchcraft or anything like that. But whenever I share things with them, like things that I want to do, like things that I want to achieve, or maybe if I'm waiting on good news or I'm working on something and I share with them, it seems to either not happen or it will be delayed. In most cases, those things don't happen when these people are actively in my life. The moment I cut them off for unrelated reasons, even, those things begin to manifest. It's like my life just picks up speed, okay, in certain areas. So like there are people like that. It's not, oh, they're not intentionally undoing you. It's just the energy that they carry, the spirits that they've allowed to enter into their lives, directly or indirectly. Those things tend to affect other people. For somebody like me, there's no channel for an evil spirit to come and manipulate my results, my life, or upset my path. Like, no, I'm aware enough to not have that kind of experience. But because I associate with other people, friends, family, you know, colleagues, people that I work with, even socially, people that I interact with socially, they can rub off on you. And when I say they can rub off on you, I mean those spirits they've allowed to enter into their energy through any means can walk through them and ruin things for you. And if you don't know, you just keep thinking you're probably unlucky or something is wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's not you. It's usually other people. And I'm very sensitive to energies and like other people's energy. And before now, I did not know. Before I went to Bible school, I didn't know when I was feeling other people's energy. But apparently, that has been happening to me my entire life. I just didn't know. So I used to personalize other people's energy. Like, I could not, I could be feeling upset and not have a reason to be upset. You understand? And that might be someone else's energy that I'm feeling, but I didn't know that before. Like before I went to Bible school. When I went to Bible school, there was a day we were asked to hold hands and pray. And I held this girl's hands, the girl that used to sit beside me. I held her hands and we were praying, and I was just crying uncontrollably. I couldn't stop crying. I was crying. The whole time I was praying, I was crying. Like, I was crying so bad. Tears had soaked my face, was dripping down my neck. Catarrh was coming out from my nose. Like, it was messy. I was so confused. Like, why am I crying? I don't have any issue in my life that will make me cry so hard. Like, what is going on? And I couldn't figure it out. But when we finished praying, at the end of classes that day, Bible school classes that day, she was about to leave, and I called her. I'm like, "Come, excuse me, is there something that you're going through that you don't mind talking about?" She was like, "Did I feel it?" I'm like, yeah, like I was crying so hard, and I know that I wasn't crying for myself. So there must be something that you're going through that I picked up on. And she opened up to me and told me about a challenge that she has had almost her entire life, and it was terrible. As she was talking, I started crying again. It was that bad. It was terrible. Like, nobody living should have to deal with that. It was terrible, and I felt so bad. So that was when I started to understand that, look, I feel other people's energies intensely. So if if I'm sharing my space with somebody who is channeling negative spirits, I'll probably have an experience. So I'm not saying this person is a bad person. It's just we're all going through life. We're learning. We learn every day. Some people learn slower than the rest of us, and it might take them a while to figure it out. But I'm glad that I know this for myself and I know how to address it. So I just really would like to not have this kind of experience, but that means that you have to educate people to let them know that, look, you can be a channel to these things if you allow it or if you don't take precaution. And that's why I'm making this video. I'm hoping that whoever sees this video will be able to relate or take something from it, and find a way to check yourself spiritually. Make sure that you haven't left any doors or windows open for evil spirits to channel through you, because you are a vessel for the Holy Spirit, not for demon spirits or evil spirits. So, like, they are not welcome in your life, in your body, except you allow them. And the earth, when God created the earth, He created the earth for humans. He did not create the earth for spirits. That's why God does not have the authority that we do not give Him. That's why you need to pray. That's why you have to yield yourself to the Holy Spirit to use you. God is not a forceful spirit. He did not create the earth for spirits, but spirits can operate here because humans let them. And it might not even be intentionally, it's just they take advantage of your ignorance. So if you do not know that you are leaving a door open, they will slip in. But if you know that, look, if I do this or if I do that, I might be leaving room or opening doors for these negative spirits to manifest through me or to me or whatever, however. If you don't know, you cannot stop it. So I hope that you learned something from this video. At this point, honestly, my mind is clouded. I feel like there's a lot that I need to say, but I don't want to say too much because I might just derail from the point of this video, and I don't want that. But please check yourself, okay? Do a spiritual checkup and a spiritual cleanup. Talk to your pastors, talk to your spiritual leaders, guides, whatever. Even your parents. Some of us have parents who are very sound spiritually, so feel free to talk to your parents. But if you don't trust their judgment when it comes to spiritual things, then definitely talk to someone whose judgments that you trust and you can rely on, and get the advice or the help that you need. Okay. And I'm going to end this video by saying that I'm not better. I don't think I'm better than anybody. Everything that I've come to know and everything that I practice has been the privilege. I feel like I'm privileged. Like, it's just mercy. God just had mercy on me and decided to set me on a path that has brought me to where I am today as a person. I don't feel like I'm better than anybody. I don't judge people for who they are or where they are in life, because I am more knowledgeable than that. I have enough sense to know that life is a journey. Like, everybody will not be at the same pace, everybody will not be at the same level at the same time. Life is in stages and phases. So I hope that you don't feel judged or called out, or whatever negative emotion will want to roar up from hearing me talk about these things. I just want you to be aware enough to live a life that pleases God and that makes you happy. I don't think anybody will want to be the reason why things are not going well in other people's lives. I don't think anybody wants to be that person. So, but if you don't know, then you can't help it. So, like, that's why I'm here. That's why people like me are on YouTube and sharing the things that we know about. But I hope that this video finds you well, and I hope that you take it serious and do a spiritual cleanup, check up and clean up in your life, and I'll see you in my next video. I like this setup anyway. This background looks nice. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Okay? Have a good day. Bye.